In 1995, the Pittsburgh Steelers ended the regular season with a mantra of 3 more yards. However, they only had 3 wins and 4 losses to start the seasons, and they needed a spark, which they found in the form of the second-round draft pick by the name of Kordell Stewart, the quarterback out of Colorado, who came in and gave the Steelers that spark, which they rode all the way to Super Bowl 30. He was given the nickname of Slash because he would run the ball, slash catch the ball, slash throw the ball. He was an X factor that no team could account for. And he gave the Steelers that momentum that they rode all the way to seal the AFC Central and the number 2 seed. In one of the biggest games in Steeler history, Kordell Stewart certainly played his part. With this touchdown pass, not only did he get the Steelers back into the game and all eyes were on him, including Greg Lloyd's, but the officials too. Because Kordell Stewart, even when he did no wrong, he was doing it right. By 1997, Kordell Stewart became the full-time Steelers starting quarterback and generated a spark at the position and a hope that had not been seen from Steeler fans at the position since the days of Terry Bradshaw. They rode Kordell Stewart's 1997 momentum all the way to the AFC Championship game and a great start against the Denver Broncos, a team at whom he had already dismantled earlier in the year with a 5-touchdown game. Unfortunately, on this day, it was not meant to be, as Kordell Stewart's career trajectory would take a turn for the worse. What was once a dream season for Kordell Stewart and the Steelers turned into a nightmare when Kordell Stewart began the first of his 4 turnovers, including 2 interceptions in the end zone, in a game that was decided by only 3 points. Kordell Stewart never would recover from this day. This interception was one that really was a backbreaker. Thrown with 4 Denver Broncos around, it was something Kordell Stewart was not able to bring the Steelers back from. The next few seasons would endure hardship for Kordell, including the quote-unquote crying game against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, which he was seen crying on the sideline and had to endure criticism from his teammates and fans alike. When he had to go on the Steve Harvey show to address rumors about his sexual orientation, it got no easier for Kordell. And the team had begun to move on from him, relegating him to wide receiver meetings and trying to find another quarterback. Kordell Stewart would not give up, however. By 2001, he had established himself on a 13-3 Steelers team, winning team MVP and going to the Pro Bowl, as he led the Steelers to the number 1 seed in the AFC. Kordell's rise back seemed to be inevitable, as he tore up the defending Super Bowl champion and supposed greatest defense of all time, the Baltimore Ravens, in the 2001 AFC divisional round, knocking the Ravens out and putting the finishing touches on a spectacular game. But that would be the end of the ride for Kordell. In the AFC Championship game, another 3-turnover day sealed his fate. This image of Kordell throwing his helmet off is probably his most indelible image within the Steeler uniform. The 2002 season did not work out well for Kordell Stewart, and by the end of the 2003 season, by the end of the 2002 season, he had actually been released and would finish his career not in a Steeler uniform. He would go on to Chicago and then to the Baltimore Ravens after that. Kordell would never again reach anywhere near the heights that he had attained in 2001. However, in 2011 or 2012, Kordell Stewart actually had a ceremony where he retired a Pittsburgh Steeler, a full 7 years after he officially did retire, just to prove that once you are a Steeler, you're a Steeler for life. Kordell Stewart certainly had a journey while he was a Steeler, and we here at Steeler Nation will applaud him for that. Thank him for his service and for always remaining first and foremost a Pittsburgh Steeler.